Immigrants, they're not truly a problem in the grand scheme of things in this country or anywhere. ICE shouldn't go after them. But the energy they have right now, barging in everywhere, is great. The target is wrong, but we as a society should have a strong urgency to go after the things that truly hold us back, the things that make us worse as a species, things that hold back our development and potential. We should forcefully remove anything like that from our cities, countries, the whole planet. But how do we define what holds us back and what helps us? There has to be an objective goal for all of humanity to agree on. Because if you have a subjective goal for humanity, like something you personally care about, like prioritizing diversity or caps on wealth or free college or healthcare, anything subjective, you're just going to get a divided society. You can't be subjective when it comes to an entire species. You must be objective. You must be purely scientific. And the goal for all of humanity that you have must be rooted in science to the fullest extent. So, what exactly does that mean? It means, as far as who should we remove from this country, it should be brainwashed people getting deported. What is a brainwashed person and why them? Well, typically in society, people use the term brainwashed as an insult to the other side of a subjective disagreement. Politics, religion, favorite food, favorite companies. People on each side of these silly disagreements claim that the other side is brainwashed. But the truth is, any subjective belief, by definition, is formed via brainwashing. It's formed typically by whichever side gets to you first with their argument and how good of an argument they can make on your unknowing mind. Brainwashing. The only way to avoid being brainwashed entirely is exactly my whole philosophy. It's by rejecting emotion and feelings and deferring to science in every regard, to every philosophical concept. So, when defining a brainwashed human, you must simplify their mindset. Ask what is their life goal and what is their ideal society. How someone views life is very telling because most people view life as a temporary experience in which their goal is to have a pleasant, enjoyable time here for a limited period of time. Their life goal might be to own a house, a nice car, have lots of tasty food throughout their life, own many fun and new things. And their ideal society would be where everybody can live just like that. And that's what's most important above all else. It's how they view the world. The political system will fight to make sure everyone can have this forever. And if you disagree with that whole notion, you're simply wrong because we want to live this way, live for fun and enjoyment. But there's a problem with that, a big problem that people ignore. They tiptoe around it. It's in the back of everybody's mind, even yours and certainly mine. Death. Yeah, death. It's a real thing, and most people never really talk about it in a serious fashion. But it negates this whole fun, ideal society that people say they want. When people talk about their life goals and their ideal society, they never talk about the death part. They know it exists, everybody does. It's not something to ignore or to put off because, oh, that's a problem for my future self. I'm just going to enjoy my time and have fun. And people truly have this mindset. That mindset right there is the biggest thing holding back society right now. And it's absolutely disgraceful. It's of the same rationalization of hard drug addicts. And it's arguably worse because hard drug addicts out there take those drugs and stay out of the way of society. Brainwashed people know about death and they actively hold back the human race with their actions. This is exactly what drives me in my mission to unbrainwash society at large. Because society has made great technological advancements to get to this point, and people want to settle down and celebrate that right now. Because we have food and we don't have to worry about predators, eh, all that. But it's not time to settle down or slow down. Yeah, we've made small progress as a species, but we're not done yet. What exactly are we working towards? More fun? I don't think so. Fun ends in death, and forgetting the fun by definition in death. In any equation you draw up on an ideal society and how one should live their life, if your equation includes an eventual death, you lose. You're 100% wrong. There's no going back once you die. Death must be cured. It's an absolute must for humanity, for any life form, for any species. Curing death is a must. That's what evolution is. We're all evolving to be better and smarter and to live longer. The pinnacle of evolution is achieving immortality. It's by definition the end point. And as humanity, we must do that by removing our brains from these bodies that wrinkle up and decay and turn to dust, and we must put ourselves into advanced technology. That's everything. That's my whole gist right there. All roads lead there. So my point earlier was that a brainwashed human is simply defined as anybody that disagrees with the notion that humanity must achieve immortality above all else. Immortality over everything. Because if you do disagree with that, that just means in your ideal world, you decay and turn to dust. Instead of doing something about it, which is the real answer. And again, as an unbrainwashed human, I'm not mad at any of you brainwashed humans. I'm here doing my best to get you to join the movement, the most important movement in human history. How you can help is by telling everybody you know exactly what I've just told you here right now. Everything I've said in the past and will say in the future. Here's exactly what you can do to help this movement right now. In your life, if you see people going through problems, remind them their problems are nothing, literally nothing, because they have an end point, a death. And that's only in a few years, and it's coming fast, and it ends all your problems like nothing. If you see people going about their day, examine them, everything about them. What are they wearing, and why are they wearing it? Do they have chemicals added to their body? Why? Do they have long, luscious hair? Why? Ask them. Break down each person you see, and you're 99.9% likely to find out the reason people exist the way they do is because they're brainwashed. It's that simple. And brainwashed people all qualify to be unbrainwashed. You can talk to any of them about anything that I've taught you. And we need to try and spread the word to as many people as possible. Because the more we do that, the more likely that it will start the momentum we need to make this movement the biggest movement in human history of all time. It's not going to be that hard because we already have science and objective truth on our side. This isn't religion where we have to convince someone of an obvious fairy tale. We literally are correct. So there's nothing to worry about. Keep spreading the word. Going back to the video topic, ICE agents. A presence like that is potentially beneficial here in society if it's used correctly. As I said, to remove brainwashed people from society in order to prioritize science and improve our chances of curing death and becoming immortal. It's not to say that that is the most important task that we should achieve right now, getting rid of a bunch of those people. Like I said, you're tasked with spreading the word. That's all we have to do right now. Spread it in person everywhere, in every comment section, online, on every app, website, as much as possible, like I'm trying to do. Nobody can tell us anything if they disagree with us, because if they do, it just means that their ideal future is turning into dust. Treat them like dust because that's how they view themselves. No, don't get caught up into emotion. Stay emotionless and stay objective. Our objective is to cure death and become immortal. Immortality over everything. Will you join the team? Thank you.